big games coming up this week. Arsenal versus Atleti. Big game.
Yeah. I mean, it's not quite as big as it's been of recent years. They're not quite the force that they were recently, are they, Atletico Madrid?
No,
Not quite as strong.
This might sound a bit radical, but I actually thought he might walk away at the start of the season. Just because...
Too much money.
He's on a lot of
He's
money.
on a lot of money, but just because it's an impossible job, isn't it, when you've got Barcelona and Real Madrid in front of you. And even, 9 games in this season, I think they're 8 points off Barca already. And Villarreal are kind of creeping into that third spot. But any team with Griezmann and Julian Alvarez up front, you've got a chance.
Yeah.
But Arsenal just don't concede.
Yeah.
They don't concede anything, not even half chances anymore, Arsenal. So I think it's going to be difficult, man. I think Arsenal right now...
The thing is, they don't need to win either. They've got themselves into a situation where they will qualify. There's no real pressure on it. I think that the focus of the Premier League is what the point is. But equally, saying all that, I think they'll win. I think Arsenal will beat Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
But if anyone's going to go to the Emirates and win, it's Diego Simeone.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
he has done it before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has done it before. But this Atletico side, they hound you. Like Liverpool, we've always been thought of as that midfield as like the engine room, right? And you just, we can outwork you in the midfield. And they outworked us in the midfield. Just don't stop. That's why I think Zubimendi and Declan in particular is going to have to work his backside off. But I do wonder if he's going to make any changes, Arteta. I wonder if Mascara comes in.
I don't think you footed with a back line.
No, but it's a game where, as you say, this new Champions League format, you don't actually have to win. Liverpool won the whole thing last season and we got PSG as our thank you. You can just... You almost just can get a point. And I just wonder if he starts to think, maybe you rest a Gabriel who picked up knocks already. Maybe you look at Saliba and think... Look, Mascara came in against Liverpool. I kid you not, I didn't even know Saliba was off the pitch. That's how good Mascara looked. And then you got Ben White who's not getting minutes. So I do think you might look at
I think they'll rotate. But their front line's a bit weak. So I don't know if it's like a ball draw, low. Yeah, because Atletico Madrid are a good defensive side.
Yeah.
And Arsenal...
Both good defensive sides. And both a bit flat going forward.
Yeah, so I can see it.
0-0.
0-0 or 1-1.
Sort of suits everyone as well. The goals aren't flowing for Arsenal. Eberechi Eze subbed at half time, not looking
why is
quite
no
as
one
good.
talking about that?
Not looking quite as
I think
good as
because we like
expected.
Eze. Everyone just likes Eze, don't they?
Yeah.
He ain't
But
done
you
well
think
since
more
he's been
people
there,
would
has he?
speak about it?
He hasn't done well.
I think the early games he did show a big difference to that team.
Remember him against Liverpool when I was thinking, he had Gomez on the kind of back foot and I think, just shoot.
But if your striker's not performing, your players like Eze aren't going to look.
Yeah.
But
He's gone from
Premier
Mateta
League
to him.
proven players, I think there should be more pressure on players that play in the Prem. We talk about Seshko and Wirtz and we have a little laugh at them. I think players that have done it in
We
the
don't
Prem
laugh
and
at
know
Seshko.
it, they should do. You expect them to go bang a bit more easier. And I think Eze's been...
Yeah, the goals aren't coming. And obviously Gyökeres, it kind of doesn't matter because they're winning games scoring from set pieces. But it is a slight worry for them. Like Gyökeres, I think if you include the 2 international games that he played that he didn't score in for Sweden, it's 9 games. 9 games of that
When
goal.
Havertz gets fit, I think Havertz comes in for him,
Yeah.
I honestly do think when Havertz gets up to speed, I think Gyökeres is almost taking out the firing line a little bit and Havertz comes in.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Have you seen, obviously, with Villarreal Man City?
They drew their last game as well, City 2-2, didn't they?
Yeah, they
From a
did.
strong
Yeah, Monaco,
position. It
wasn't
looked
it?
like they were going to win.
Haaland scored a beautiful header, man.
Mate,
Such a good
Haaland's
goal.
been... He's become a leader as well for them, which you could argue he hasn't been before. He just looks like the man at the moment. But is he enough to carry him through this group?
I think they're going to be fine. I think City will be fine. I expect them to beat Villarreal.
Villarreal actually had a good start to the season, And City, I don't know. You watch that Monaco game back and it's like, I don't know City. I'm still a bit undecided with them.
Yeah.
Especially on both fronts. League, yeah. Champions League. We were never sure about them in the Champions League for years, were we? Remember, it's always like they just didn't get over the line.
That's the fear with them now. It's like back a few years ago, especially against Monaco, you go 2-0 up, game's done. They're keeping the ball for the rest of the game. Now everyone's got half a chance. So it's whether if they can keep a clean sheet after they take a lead out against Villarreal. If Pep has a dream the night before and rotates the whole team, you never know with City. It's a lottery, but if it's the City that I expect to come out and perform,
and with Donnarumma in goal and Erling Haaland in the form he's in, I mean, Haaland and Kane are both in just truly amazing
they've
form.
got 20, is it 22, 23 each?
Just both breaking record after record. It's it really is so impressive. And I mean, they love him in Germany. I saw the reception that Harry Kane was getting. They really do love him. It's not exactly Ronaldo versus Messi, but it is quite an exciting nip and tuck, ebb and flow
Do we
between
have
those
to add
two.
Mbappe into that?
I don't think he's on their level at all.
scoring a lot of goals this season as well.
I don't think he's on their level. Don't think he's up there with either.
No, I think the defenders would argue, man. I think he provides them with a different kind of issue.
Mr. Jennings, not on their level.
This season,
He is, but not as a 9.
we're talking about like the best centre forwards in world.
Left
football.
winger is Haaland's the best though.
Oh, you think Haaland?
I think Kane's the best.
I think Kane's the better finisher, but as a strike, like you see Haaland, like you mentioned the goal against Monaco, like bro, I've never seen a guy that you can just put it anywhere in their radius, and he's gonna somehow get a shot on target out of it. Yeah. But I would say his downside as much as he can have a downside is probably he's like 1v1 finishing.
But then I do think.
Kane's the same.
Harry Kane's more lethal from different areas of the pitch as well, from wider and from outside the box. Of course, Haaland can score.
You just don't expect left peg. You honestly question what's his best foot.
Yeah.
Also, he's just as good as he's ever going to be right now.
You know why I like Haaland a bit more is that he's a bit naughty, isn't he?
Kane's got that. Remember when he
Jesus?
No, I mean naughty is that he has a word like when he's talking with that Brentford defender and he just having a go at him, and then
Kane's
even what he did to Gabriel, he likes that kind of stuff. He likes the battle.
Yeah, I think they're both amazing. They've both come on again this season, breaking record after record. They are truly brilliant, and I think history is going to be incredibly kind to Haaland and incredibly unkind to Kane. Because it's written by the winners, man. Silverware.
In Germany as well.
Yeah, doing it in Germany is underwhelming as well.
I think there's two ways. There's the way to look at it. Even though he is doing it in Germany, is like even what Lewandowski's doing it. He's took it to another level in terms of the numbers that he's putting up. But it's just again like if someone's doing it in the Premier League versus like you see the numbers that Haaland's putting up in the Premier League versus doing it in Germany, it's always going to lean against you, which makes I guess the Champions League the tiebreaker, which they're both smashing.
But Kane did do it here as well, though. Like in terms of trying
but doing it and winning,
but ultimately it won't matter, will it? Because one is going to finish with multiple league titles and European Cups, and the other one is going to finish with Bundesliga.
If Kane finishes with a Champions League somehow, whether Bayern, I think,
and maybe if he gets some success with England as well,
because it's similar to Benzema.
Individual accolades, he's never been in the Ballon d'Or conversation. Not even should I?
I'm not sure people.
I think the English players get a bit
Huh?
hampered in those votes.
I think because a lot of them aren't. Sorry to say, like big game players in that sense. Like Harry Kane's notorious for kind of falling at the final hurdle in terms of like his performance in the big game, whether it's the Champions League final, Cup finals, and those are the things that decide Ballon d'Ors, not what you do week in week out.
That's why I think Cole Palmer got rated really high because of that Club World Cup performance.
Yeah. And scoring for England in a Euros final as well.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Newcastle
Champions
Benfica.
League winner, by the way.
Okay.
Newcastle Benfica.
Mate, Newcastle's stumbling, by the way. No one's talking about Newcastle.
Yeah, really struggling.
Yeah, everyone's like, Voltamenda's coming. He's like better than
Scored a lovely goal.
He did, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
Danny Welbeck got
they're
2,
losing.
baby.
Mate, every time he scores, we're either drawing or losing.
Yeah.
And no one's talking about the fact they're not winning games.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But I'll be honest, I went to Benfica, Chelsea the other day. They're not good.
No.
From what I've seen, they're not a good.
No.
Like,
Speak your mind.
they've got nothing. They've got nothing. Like for that level of opposition, as much as we could say Newcastle aren't winning games, they're not winning games against like fellow Premier League sides that are top quality.
Wait, what's the pronunciation? Is it Voltemada?
Has Mourinho ever won at St James's Park?
He must.
Because he had a record for a while where he didn't.
He struggled. He used to struggle. But it was very misleading. Like we played him on the final day of the season when we got 95 points and we drew. Like it was done and dusted. Like we didn't win up there. We went up there final day of the season when we were champions, and the game finished 1-0. Obviously, if we needed to win, we would have won that. But it hasn't been a good ground for Mourinho.
I'm going to tune into that. I like to see Mourinho when he's back against the English sides. Your boys have got Corral and Rory got Ajax.
Easy win.
I mean, I can't really see it being a problem. I just think that the Premier League clubs are so strong now that we'll be fine. What do you reckon, Corral?
Depending if we've got shooting boots on, I'm going 3-0, 2-3-0. I'm going, so I need to see some goals, man.
Who's important? Like, who's the most important player outside of Cole Palmer now that he's not available for a while? In an attacking sense, sorry.
You'd probably say João Pedro, based on the minutes he plays and how flexible he is playing 9 and 10. But do you know what? I need him to unlock Esteval, man. I know he's got something for us. He can be a match winner for us, but he's Enzo's sticking with bringing him off the bench at the moment. So yeah, I would probably say João Pedro.
Isn't it? It's almost like he can only do 40 minutes here and 30 minutes here.
Yeah.
Used to the pace of the Prem. I'm like, he's young enough to play. let him play.
He was getting, when we signed him from Palmeiras, they started running him ragged, playing him week in, week out, 90 minutes, trying to see what was left in the engine before they ship him off to England. Like, so he's used to playing a lot of games, but I can understand maybe there's a lack of, he's still very flary, so it's like, sometimes he'll try a flick instead of holding it. But I like that as well, because we've got a good enough
Enzo
defense.
hates that.
We can do it.
Frankfurt versus Liverpool. We've just seen Liverpool lose this weekend. What impact is it going to have on them? They need to get back to winning ways. Playing in Frankfurt's probably a winnable fixture. It's possibly a gift, but they did lose away at Galatasaray. How do you see this one going, Carell?
I think Liverpool bounced back against Frankfurt. I can see them winning that game. However, for that to be the case, I would like to see Ekitike go back to his old stomping grounds and show them what they're missing. Yeah, they need a little confidence booster. I don't see them getting to 5 in a row, but if they do, panic stations. But no, I think with the results that I've seen Frankfurt have so far, yeah, there's.
If they start struggling in Europe, this is going to sound crazy, but say they lose again in Europe now and they start struggling. Addy, what kind of pressure do you think there'll be on a slot, or is there none?
No.
Oh, right.
No, massive pressure. You lose 5 in a row, and Liverpool probably played 2 45-minute games of football that I thought they played well. Bournemouth and Everton. That's it. You lose again. You can't break the British transfer record. The amount of time Liverpool have done it and not do something. So
do you think you get the result?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think Liverpool. I think Liverpool win. Do you, Carell?
I think Liverpool take it.
Yeah, I think Liverpool win.
Ekitike score against his old club.
Yeah, almost definitely. The other fixture that we need to talk about is Monaco versus Tottenham. Adam, how do you see this one going?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Tottenham have been so up and down under Thomas Frank. Obviously, they're still finding their feet with him. Their home form hasn't been great. They lose against Aston Villa at the weekend, which isn't a great result for them. So there's a lot of, I guess, pressure building, but their poor form has generally come at home, which has been weird. So maybe that will save them going to Monaco. But Monaco had a fantastic result against Manchester City. And they'll fancy themselves in this game. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Monaco pull it out the bag. Is Pogba available yet? Is he?
I don't think he's fully back yet.
I know he's in training and stuff like that. But
if it took Isak a month to get fit, it's going to take Pogba about 2 years.
Yeah.
I think Pogba's a January
just to touch on it, losing at home to Aston Villa. Obviously, that game finished 2-1 to Villa. Tottenham, do you think they'll be affected by it, or do you think they'll bounce back to winning ways, Carell?
I think they'll be able to bounce back, as in they won't lose. I can see a draw in this game. Tottenham they're one of those teams, isn't it? Like, on any given day, they can be as good or as bad as you want them to.
As like sort of European experience team. You know,
They're not just going to get the job done.
Yeah, they're just going to hang on because we've got all these players that have got 50 appearances in the Champions League. And Thomas Frank is not a European experienced manager. Brøndby for a while, that was it. So this is all new to him as well. So I think Monaco will win this one.
Technically, they've got a team full of winners, so they might have that same momentum going from last season.
Well, I've got three people of clubs that are in the Champions League. Boys, who's going the furthest out of the English team?
Chelsea.
You said Chelsea might win it.
Chelsea go further than any other English club.
Liverpool. Liverpool.
They might not get out of the group phase.
The most winningest European team on this table, Liverpool.